Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this online session. We were hoping that we would be able to meet all of you personally for this program, but because of the pandemic situation, we have decided to conduct this online. I hope this is convenient. Um, I'm also aware that all of you are already conducting online classes for the past 2-3 months now. You are using Google Classroom, you are using Google Meet, you are using Zoom, and all kinds of other tools. So some of this may be a repetition. We have asked in your group so that you can suggest what kind of tools you would like to have more information about. I think one or two of you have suggested how to use Google Forms for taking exams. Somebody has also suggested some other how it can be used for subjects like maths and science, how it can be used better. We have with us today Vishal sir, who is teaching at BVM. He is also running the IT department at the CVM University. And we welcome you, Vishal sir. Thank you very much for your time. Um, I hope he will be able to clear some of your doubts and also maybe teach you something that you already don't know. I request all of you, when you want to ask a question, please unmute your mic and you can ask during the session. He will also give about 40 minutes to 1 hour at the end of the session so that you can clear any further doubts that you may have. While he is presenting, I request you to all keep your microphones muted. Please only turn it on to ask questions. Welcome again, everybody, and I hope you enjoy this session. Vishal sir, uh, you can take the session forward.
Okay, ma'am. Hello, good morning to everyone. So today we are connected with each other by using Google Meet platform, and in this platform, first the main facilities here we have a chat box available. So if you have to ask any questions, then write your questions in our chat box so everybody sees your question. Also, I am sharing some links related to Google Meet Forms, then PPTs and videos, and how to use Microsoft Teams. All of you are using various platforms like Google Meet, Zoom, and other application for your online teaching. So now I have one question. Have you aware about Microsoft Team? Have you used Microsoft Team for teaching? Please give your response in our chat box.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah. And one suggestion, if from your side, if internet is slow, then you can turn off your camera also. So if we turn off our camera, so it's use less data. It's not compulsory to turn off, but if you believe your internet is very slow, then turn off your camera. Okay, so I received some answers from faculties. Uh,
Volume.
Mitul, can you please turn off your mic?
ये मत ही हो रहा है. Mic turn off.
So we start our session with learning Microsoft Teams. Now in Google Meet, I have started presentation. So all of you are requested to click on people. In that you found Vishal Kanjaria in bracket your presentation. In bracket presentation like this. So pin that. Click on people icon in bracket, like right now our count is people in bracket 36, 37. Okay. So in that list, Vishal Kanjaria in bracket presentation. So click on that. I hope now you are able to see the my screen. The screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yes, okay. So I have some links. Okay. So here I have searched on Google how to use Microsoft Teams step by step guidance. So here I have one of the best link is this link will help us. Also I am sharing this link in our chat group as well as in our WhatsApp group also. So in future you can revise this link. So we start with this link, a step-by-step guidance to how to use Microsoft Teams. So in this link we skip the theory portion. Okay, so we directly move on the practical session, like what is Microsoft Teams. So it's a one kind of platform for online meetings, online video conferencing and teaching. So what is Microsoft Teams? Now how to use Microsoft Teams step by step guidance. So here is step number 1, create an account. Step 1 is visible to all.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So we have two different device. First one we can say our personal computer, laptop, etc. And other device we can say mobile, tablet. Okay. So in this link they guide for both the categories. So here category number 1 for desktop means for computer system. The step 1 is we have to search in Google Microsoft Teams. Here I highlighting the words. First step, we have to search in Google Microsoft Teams and then click on the URL. As I am explaining, same way I am practically giving you a demonstration. Here I am searching Microsoft Teams. So this is a link for Microsoft Teams, first link. The same screen is visible to everyone. Now what is second step? Click on the Microsoft Teams web page. Click on the profile icon top right corner. Here in top right corner there is a profile icon. Sign up into your account. Also there is other option. Here we have two buttons, sign up for free and sign in. If we have already account, then we click on sign in. If we don't have account, then first of all we create free account. So right now I am just clicking on sign up for free. Also we goes to the PDF link. As we click sign in or sign up. Okay. So step 3, create an account for sign up. So for creating new account, we have we have to write here email ID. Here I am using my personal mail as I have already created one account for our CVM University. So this is a visa. When we give first our email ID, it's ask for why we are creating team for school, friends and family, for work and organization. So for our school, we have create for the school. If we select our school, then they right now they are providing Office 365 education package. Okay. So for this demonstration, here I am select for friends and family. Also, we required Skype desktop application if you want to download. Okay. So after giving mail ID, I am giving password. So after entering your mail ID as well as creating your password, the verification email will send to your mail ID. So here I am logging with my mail. In updates, I have received one mail Microsoft account. Verify your email address. So verify your email address. Here is code 1219. So this code is dynamically changed for each and every accounts. Also they ask a CAPTCHA code. Now Here is a screen download Teams for desktop. If we are going our guidelines, the step number 3 we have completed. We created our account. We set a password. Step number 4. Then same here is for B option, that is mobile. So we have to follow same step for mobile or tablet. Now download, second phase, download Microsoft Team application. So for computer means for desktop, okay, we have to click on download Teams like this. Or another new view is here, get the Windows app. If we don't download the application, we can use a web support, means on the Google Chrome. Okay. So we have two different options. Either we download the desktop application. So follow this step, click on the download buttons. It gives like this. We have two buttons, download for desktop, download for mobiles. So we click on download for desktop if you want to download. Same for mobile, click on download for mobiles. So here is second phase. Right now we are not going to download, we are just using for web support. So web support Skype application is required. So to avoid another one application, download Microsoft Teams for desktop. So now we have to wait to finish the download. If you don't want to download such application, the another application is Skype. So we have to download Skype, or we can use create a free meeting on web support. So Skype is another platform provided by Microsoft. So after downloading Microsoft Teams, we have to install in our computer. So how to install Microsoft Teams? First of all, we have to run this setup. Then there is a one wizard. for Microsoft Team, we have to follow the steps. Here we have to give us our email ID. Then enter our password. Now click on Okay, so right now maybe in this setup the link is disabled. So we continue with our link. I have to again re-download this team. So after downloading Microsoft Team and login into the account, we have to create team and channels. So first of all, we have to create team. Team, that means for our education. If we have to conduct one classroom for students, then teacher and students. So all of are considered as one team. Okay, so after login in Microsoft Team, the home screen is like this. In this screen, in left side, there is some menu. First is please mute your mic. First is activity. Second is chat. Third one is a team. Fourth, call. Fifth, file. And then 3 dots. That means more settings. So in first activity, or we can say it is a one kind of notification. So what we do in Microsoft Team, all the activities are recorded here. It's like your log history. Then chat. Chat means when we are conducting live lectures and some students want to ask some questions or post some message, or we have to send some messages, then we can use chat option. Team means first we have to create the teams. Then call, that means we can set our video meetings, audio meetings, etc. Then files, it means we have to send some materials, PPT, PDF, other useful links. So we can attach here. So this is a home screen of Microsoft Team. Now we have to create team. So we click on team icon. So for create the team, in this screen, we have in the bottom join or create team here. So we click on join or create the team. Then the second window is like this, join or create team. In that we have one button, create team. Now we have two different options how to generate team. One is from scratch. Scratch, that means from the basic. We have to add student one by one. And other is from our existing Office 365 group. That means if we have already created one group, means already we have created one team, then we can just create duplicate team by using that data. So here we have two options, build a team from the scratch, and other one is create from. In this from, we have to import contacts from Office 365 contact book. Now here is three types. We have click here, build a team from the scratch, because previously we didn't develop any team. So there is three different types for the team. One is a private. So team type private. Private means there is a fixed group. Let's say we have a class standard 10 and division is A. So all the students are remaining in the standard 10A for all the year. So this group is look like as a private group. So there are no changes. Member is not changes in our group. Here is a other type is public. When we have to create team as a public, that means our member will be changed. Okay, so sometimes member comes from the one school, sometimes member comes from the other schools. Okay, so we have to create a general mid team open to all. So that time we select type as public. Then third type is organization. For that, we assume that our school is the best example for organization. We create one team, the name as a IB Patel school or a name as a VC Patel school. In that, we divide sub team, means primary section, secondary section, the sub team. In that also we divide further sub team, standard 5, 6, 7, or with division also possible, 6A, 6B, 7A, 7B, like this. So based on this, we have to create our team. Now, after selecting the types, let's say private, public, or organization, we have to give the unique name. So here we are giving the name as a standard 7, or we can say standard 10A, like this. Please turn off your microphone. Now, after giving the unique name, right now we have given the team name as S. So here is a icon, your team, that is S. So these we have created team, but we didn't add any students or any participant. So after clicking on S, we have different buttons like add more people, create more channels, open an FAQs, etc. Now we click on add more people, means we have to add all the students in our team. Okay. Or another best option is we can here add guest option. That means students will join as a guest member, but the drawback is what, we didn't identify which student is joined as a guest. To identify each students, we have to add one by one in add more people. Now here, so if we click on add, the new window comes like this. Then we have to type here email IDs or phone numbers and then click on add. Then the meeting team link will be sent to the email ID. Okay, now same way for mobile, the step is same, but the look is the small size, because mobile has a screen size is small compared to the desktop. The step is remain the same. Now we have to create classroom, means we created the team, let's say standard 10A, and we added all the students. Now we have to take lecture, we have to organize class. So for that we have to create channel. Now for creating the channel, in the vertical first line, we have to click on 3 dots. When we click on this, the new option will available, add channel, or we can say create channel. So by clicking on that icon, create channel or add channel, same again we have to follow the step. We have to given channel name, we have to give channel description, and also we have to make setting for this channel. Setting means we have to invite team to participate this channel or to join this classroom. So if we select wall team, completely team, then all the member will able to join this classroom. But sometimes if we have to select some few members from the teams, that means only that members are able to join the team. So here is some screenshot. When we click on icon create channel or add channel, it asks for three options. Number one, channel name. Let's say we have given mathematics chapter 1 classroom 1. Then description we have to write as per our title. Then here is a privacy, accessible to everyone or few members or none. And then click on the add. For same way mobile, there is a one change is in mobile, after three dots there is given plus icon. The plus icon, that means create, and remaining all steps are same. Now after creating channel, that means we have planned our classroom. Now we have to start our video demonstration. We have to start our lecture. So for that, we have to start video conferencing in Microsoft Teams. So for the desktop, step 1, we have to click open the Microsoft Teams and then go to team or channel. Then hold a video conference. That means first of all we have to click on team. So after clicking on team icon, it will display all the team list here. Then select a particular team. Then after selecting the team, it display all the channels. Then click on channels and then start video conferencing. Like this, here we have created team as X as well as another team as marketing. Then after clicking on marketing, in the right side of full screen, there is a button meet now. Here is a video option on or off. So right now video option is on, and after this we are click meet now button. So our online video meeting will be started. So after click on meet now, it's look like this. We have different option. First is a timer. Then here is a video option. We can turn on or off. Here is a microphone option. We can turn or off. Here is screen sharing. We can present our screen. This is a chat box. If we want to chat with our participants. The last icon here, it is people, the means your team members. And then decline the meetings, means after ending our sessions we have to off or we have to terminate this meeting by click on this phone icon. Now this is what we just create a channel and then we just started the video meeting, or we can say start our lecture. Now we generally plan our lecture in advance. Means if I have to conduct mathematics lecture by tomorrow, then we give schedule to the student in previous days in advance. Okay, so in advance how to create meetings? That means step number 1, schedule a meeting, means calendar icon below the compose box, means when this is our main screen here. So when we click on team, then 3 different dots, and then we have to click on calendar icon. In some GUI, means the latest version of Microsoft Teams, it may be possible your icon is here, in the footer of the screen. Okay, or sometime it is possible to, here is plus icon. So based on this plus icon we can create in advance. Ultimately we have to reach calendar icon. Now after clicking on calendar, the sample calendar will be open. Same the step we have to same follow. Give the meeting name, give the description, and also set the privacy setting. That means for all team member or for some of the team members. But the new thing is calendar option will be available. In that calendar we have to select a date and time range. Based on we have to plan our class. Okay, so after clicking on this we have to click on the save button. Okay, so after save, an invitation link automatically will be sent on the email ID of all the team members. The same step is for mobile view also. So this is a main possibilities how to use Microsoft Teams. Again, I just quickly revise. First, we have to create Microsoft account, then download Microsoft Team application, then create team. Once we have created, we can use multiple times. Then we have to create channels. Channels, that means our schedules, or we can say we have to create meeting. We can create instant meeting or we can create in advance. Then also we create video meeting, means the normal way we start our channel, but if we turn on video then it's considered as a video conferencing, and if we turn off our video then it's considered as a audio conferencing. So in our chat box as well as in our WhatsApp group, I am posting some links for the Microsoft Team. Here are some links that I searched yesterday for Google Forms. How to use Google Forms in a creative ways, how to create quiz, assignments, and also how to assessment online automatically. Another link is for PPTs and video, how to prepare PPTs, how to prepare videos. There are so many freeware software available to prepare a good and effective, attractive PPTs as well as video. Another question is for online examination, how to conduct online examination. So there I have two different links which gives the software list are available as a free of cost, but there is a some limitation in like this member. So in one exam, maximum students are allowed is 100 or 200 in such a way. In some software, there are limitation like a number of marks. That means you can set a maximum 50 marks exam paper, maximum 100 marks exam paper in such a way. Another links related to Microsoft Teams. Also here I have some video link to how to download and how to use Microsoft Teams. So these all links I am posting in our Google Meet chat box. So you can copy paste and store in your mobile. And also I am pasting in our group. There is a VC Patel workshop group and IB Patel primary school. Is there any another workshop group available? So here I am post in these two different groups. Now, please share your questions. Also, I am sending another links for Google Meet, Zoom meeting, Microsoft Teams, YouTube live streamings, etc. Link I will be share in our both the groups, VC Patel as well as IB Patel group. But if you have special questions related to the online teaching e-learning, then please share your question in our chat box. Hello. If you have some specific question, yes, do students need to download Microsoft Team? Yes, student have to download Microsoft Team in their mobile or in a laptop or computer. Now all the software, Google Meet, Zoom, Microsoft Team, the all are freely accessible. It's not a paid. Yes, of course there is a paid version available, but paid version is for commercial purpose. Let's say in Google Meeting, we have a freely version to combine, means to participate maximum 250 students. Okay. In Zoom meeting, there is a 100 maximum limit. 100 students can participate in one meeting. Okay. So this is a limitation in free and paid version. But for our education, they are providing paid version as a free of cost. Hello. Yes. हाँ बोलो. हाँ बोलो जल्दी बोलो. એડીઆઈટીમાં એના માટે એડીઆઈટીમાં પૂછો. ESII સેલ માટે ને? હા, એમાં એડીઆઈટીમાં પ્રિન્સિપલ સાહેબ છે ને, એમને પૂછો ને. હા. તમારી પાસે હોય એટલું મોકલી આપો ને, વાંધો નહીં. મેડમ એક કામ કરો ને, અડધી કલાક પછી કોલ કરો ને, તમે થોડું કન્ફ્યુઝ કરો છો કયો ડેટા માંગવો છો એટલા માટે. ઓકે. Student can use two email address or one. Email address is a one email address per student. How do publish online test Google form with a timer and date without using form presenter add-on? Okay. Now for adding timer, we have to add some add-on. In this our link also I have give one add-on another. The name is so for advanced Google form, we have to add some add-on features. Without any add-ons, it's also look like as a simple Google form. We can use Google Classroom, yes, for the taking online assessment, online teaching. Outlook email address is not required. Gmail address will work. Also, if we have our domain email account, let's say IB Patel School, so your IB Patel website is ibpatel.org or .ac.in. So if you have your domain email account, let's say any staff member Jai Patel @ibpatel.ac.in, like this. So this is a more accurate account. So Microsoft Team or any other product will provide a extra facility for education. But for that we require our domain account. So in our, I have shared some links. So in this our link, there are so many different ways that explain how to use Google Forms and other. We can create a flip packs by using Google Form. We can manage our video classroom, or we can say we can add our recorded video in our Google Form. We can prepare survey form. That means here we understand, like we prepare a MCQ based exam. So I have shared so many links. If you go through link one by one, one question I have received, how to prepare attractive PPTs. So here is one website, Presentation Go. Also, I am sharing this website link with our both the groups. In this website, there is so many technical slide designing available. Means for particular mathematics subject, particular science subject, we have to use special symbols. So rather than creating our own slides, we can use ready-made some slides. Here we have so many ready-made template for business, for finance, food, drinks, industry, production, technology, religion, holidays. Then charts and datagrams available, data-driven charts, flow charts, processes, trees, Venn diagrams for the mathematics. So here is some examples. We can prepare like this. So this is a ready-made designing available. It might be useful. Let's say in science, we have to explain all the means we can say atom, the construction of atoms and nucleus. So this is a ready-made design we can use in our PPT. So the center is considered as atom center, and the eclipse, okay, consider as સાયન્સમાં આપણે ભ્રમણ કક્ષાને ઇંગ્લિશમાં કહીએ છીએ ને એક્સિસ, and the symbol is considered as electrons. like this way. So we can use ready-made some examples here. So here is so many diagrams available. So we can use, let's say if I have to use this diagram, so I click on this, just download in editing mode. So here is button free download. So after click on this, the PPT will be downloaded here. We can open the PPT and change our content based on our requirement. Let's say we have to give some mathematics problem. What links number we have different example in mathematics that suitable to like this graph. We can say we have one box, in that box we have 10 fruits. There is a 1 apple, 2 mango and 3 banana. Then what is the probability of 1 mango and 1 banana? Like this way we prepare our mathematic questions. So here is the slide that is in editing mode. We can edit here, which we have to write based on our content. Let's say apple, mango, so I'm not editing all the slide, but here is small example. So if we want to create this Venn graph, then we need a half an hour time to create a Venn diagram, but we use ready-made symbol like this, so we can easily create our presentation attractive for our students. So in such way, here is so many designing slides and other options are available. These all are technology related. Here is some charts, data driven charts. We can use any of the ready-made symbol. Let's say here is a beaker chart. So if we have to explain some scientific practical example or through our presentation, we can use like these medical symbols, beaker, then thermometer, then microscope. So all are ready-made design available. Bottle symbol and other many also available. So by using this chart, we create our presentation. How to change color of Google form? The question is for, okay, so for changing the Google form theme, in the right side corner they are providing theme icon. Based on this we can set our theme. Let's, here I am giving one example, Google Forms. Here I am creating one sample Google Forms. So search on Google Forms, then click on, here is blank icon. So after clicking on this icon, there is a ready-made form available. We can type here our form title. This is a testing form. So same title will be available here. Here we can write description, testing forms. We can add questions and options. Now here is a theme option, customize your theme. So to design attractive Google form, let's say here we have to add image in the header. So click on choose. Here is first option is work and school. So let's I here added scientific laboratory image. So image is added. Now the question asked in our chat box is how to change color. So here is theme color available. Right now here is red color, then brown, then dark, again blue. So same way we can change the color. Also based on our theme, they suggest background color. We also change background color. If we want to add some more colors, then we can click on plus icon. Then we can add some special colors as per our requirement. Then set a background color. Also option is available for font. Here is basic, means Arial font. Here is font is changing. Also you are able to see here the font style is changed. After setting theme, color, etc., click on preview icon. So our form will be shows like this. The image will be added, color change, font change, size will be changed, etc. How to set a mathematical equation in a Google form? So as I say, you can use a ready-made some designing for science and mathematics. So in maths there is a problem for equation. Same way in science there is a problem for practical, means science practical. Preeti ma'am, please turn off your mic.
Okay, sir.
Same way in our literary languages, means Gujarati, Hindi, Sanskrit, we are not able to type these languages in our mobile or laptop as we type English, because we have English keyboard. So for that we can use one facility is Google Translator to translate from English to Gujarati, Hindi, etc. And other facilities we can add the language in our computer. Okay, so here in my computer you are able to see the my screen. Here is I have added English language. If I have to add some more language, then go to the setting, then add prefer language, click on add the language. Here I just type Gujarati. So the option is available Gujarati. I click on Gujarati, then next. So the Gujarati language is added in my computer. Then click on install. Now what happened? Now I have two different language. One is English, other is a Gujarati. But I don't know how to type in Gujarati. So I just open the new Word file. What we have to do? First, we have to set language as a English. Then open the Word file. Now then here we have to search on screen keyboard. It is a virtual keyboard. On screen keyboard. So one keyboard will be pop up. You can see on my screen, this is a new keyboard. Now what we have to do? Now we have to change the language from English to Gujarati. You can say it here, I have selected language Gujarati. Now what the change is, the keyboard will automatically convert to the Gujarati. Now if I have to type now here I have to type, let's say I have to type my name. So here is a Gujarati literature, Gujarati letter is visible. So I click on icon. So now what search? So the dark icon is directly typed. Let's say I type here L, means dark icon will be typed. But what if we have to type hidden icon? Hidden, that means upper icon. So for that we have to press shift key. As we have to press shift, you can see the change. So now after pressing the shift, I type the letter sh in such a way. If we don't know typing in Hindi, in Sanskrit and any other languages, we can add languages to our computer, then turn on screen keyboard and easily we can type any languages. Or another alternate option is we can use Google Translator, but it is a 99% accurate, not 100% accurate, because sometimes it gives a similar words in a Gujarati or Hindi, any other language. Okay, so Google input through you are aware. So I explain one alternate ways to add the language. How to check students' work? So for that, if we have created Google Classroom and Google Form will connected with our classroom, then response of the form will be available in Google spreadsheet. Here is one example. Let's say I create one question, my name. Okay, so right now the language is Gujarati, so first I have to convert in English. Then here type my name, the question, answer type is short answer, it is required, then preview. Then preview, that means here I have to write the answer. Now click on response. For right now we have 0 response. Now we are going to create our spreadsheet, means Excel sheet. Testing response, now create. So how to check students' work? Means students submitted their quiz or not. Let's say here this is a form, means this is your quiz and you have shared the link, means you have sent this link to all students. Right now I am sharing this link in our group, in our chat box, so you can fill up this form. Now what, right now our spreadsheet is empty, there is no record. Let's here I fill and submit. Means Vishal is one of your students and he has submitted his exam form. So in spreadsheet you receive one record. So based on this response, you have to identify which student has submitted the work, means assignment or quiz and etc. So those the name will display. You can use your roll number, first question as roll number or ID number, etc. So based on roll number, you are able to identify which student has submitted and which are not submitted. We just sort our Excel sheet, this column, in ascending order by roll number. So all the roll number are comes in ascending order. So those are missing roll number, they are not submitted. Okay, any other questions? You can put in our chat box. Okay, in a Google form, how can we arrange all the student response in alphabetically order? Okay, so here I am giving demo. So for that, I request to team members, click on this Google form link and submit your response. Right now, you have to just submit your name. Okay, so I add one other question also. Name and your hobby, and it's required. So click on the forms and submit your response. So here I have two response. So I request to other team member also to submit your response. So I here get other record also. Okay, it's required permission. So let's go to the setting. Here right now there is restricted to CVM University. So I remove the restriction. Okay, so now click on the Google Forms. So this is one of the benefit of Google Form. We can add some security in our Google Form. I explain what are the security. Meanwhile, you are fill the form. The number one is collect email address. Collect email address, that means it add automatically one column, or we can say it required to sign in compulsory. So what is the advantage of this is, let's say you have share your assignment to your students. So student have to sign up in Google account, and then they are able to submit your assignment. Otherwise, he or she are not able to submit the assignment. So what is the benefit for collecting email address is, the student will not share the assignment link with any other his or her friends to submit assignment as your students. Okay, so we can prevent unauthorized access. Also, for particular domain access, let's say if I have to give only CVM University staff member want to access this form and another staff member are not eligible, then here I am just click on check. Then limit to one response. Limit to one response, that means only one chance. One person can submit the form only one time. After submitting, he or she are not able to submit another response. What is the advantage of this? Let's say you have give a assignment to your class. So one student is brilliant and one student is absent for your session. At that time, what student do? The student filled an assignment for himself, as well as student fill again assignment for his friends. So if we have to remove response, accepting response multiple times, then we have to click on limit response to 1. Here is a edit after submit. If we have to give the chance to student, he or she can edit his response, then click on checkbox. Also, after submitting the response, students are able to see their response, then check on this. Then presentation, in click this show progress bar. It means when we have a, let's say we have a 20 questions, so at that time Google Form display progress bar, means we submit one question, so progress bar size is a 10%. If we submit 5 questions, progress bar size increase, and as we submit 20 questions, the progress bar is filled 100%. For making the quiz, we have to click on shuffle question order. That means question order will be shuffled. Okay, also here special option for making the quiz, make this as a quiz, and also other option are available for particular quiz. So the main question is what? How to sort. Okay, in our chat box there is a one question in Google Form. How can we arrange all the student response in alphabetical order automatically? So here is my spreadsheet. Okay, so right now 14 people has submitted the form. Okay, so after clicking on this, here we have a button. Okay, sort A to Z, sort Z to A. Let's say I click on sort A to Z. So it automatically sort. Okay, so first record is submitted by Vishal, but after sorting, the record of Vishal will come on the 13th position. So it's very easy. We can sort by roll number, we can sort by any column. How to secure that our student is only giving exam in place of other students or parents? Okay, so for that, as I already mentioned, 2 3 security steps. Let's say limit to one response. Another is email collection. That means login from email ID is required. Okay, but the physical challenge is what? If I share my email ID and password with my friend, let's say I am studying in standard 10 class A, and I give my email ID and password to my friends. So my friends filled the form 2 times. One times for his own purpose, means they use his own record email ID and password, and second time he or she use my mail ID and password. So this is a greatest challenge. The best solution is what? We can turn on the camera. Let's say right now we are in Google meeting, so we compulsory strictly give you to turn on your camera and then submit your Google form. So it's best way to identify the student is submitting his form. The same way, let's say here some of the staff member has turn off their camera. So my question is they really attending the session or just join the meeting and side his or and put his or her mobile in the side and mark as a mute? Okay, so how to detect this problem? Staff is really attending the session or not attending the session? That means we have to turn on the camera of all the staff members. Sir, please guide how to set time for each question. Set student cannot see next question before the timelines. Okay, so for the timer in Google Form, there is a very tough. or we can say it's not possible. But in our link, uh, in our examination, I have shared this link with all of you. Yes, these two links, online exam software. In that, I have mentioned in this link there is a around 10 software available, which is freely to use, and also they are providing timer facility. So just go through the link and try to learn this software, and you can add this timer. 50 students in a class. So 50 is a little bit number. So we can extend our classroom up to 250. Up to 250, it's totally available, freely available. Hello. हाँ. NSS मेरा मारा ऑनलाइन सेशन चला है. हाँ. और हमारी पास है नहीं सर्कुलर NSS वाला. NSS वाला. Okay, but in some class our strength is 265. Okay, for 265 is not an issue also. As I say, we use Google Meeting is freely for 250 as a normal email account. But if we have our institute domain account, then it has a unlimited participant. Okay, so for that we need our educational email account. Let's say my account is administrator@cvmuniversity.edu.in. That means the cvmuniversity.edu.in is our domain. So to conduct a classroom, okay, with more than 250 students, the one option is you need a domain account. Okay, the another alternative way is uh, 2 or 3 students join using same account. Okay, is possible. Let's say here we have staff member names. Okay, uh, Anjali madam, Asima madam, okay, etc. So the same name, the same login 2 times is possible. Let's say one example, from one mobile madam is login with the same name, from other mobile madam login with the same name, or you madam use mobile and another use the laptop or computer, also it's possible. Another third option is 2 people sitting are at same location, means one account and 2 or 3 people sitting at same location and attending your classroom. So account is below 250, but actual participant is more than 250. Okay, any other question still? We can search in Google like this, online free software. Here we have class maker, then speed exam, Eklavya, Capture Era. So these are the softwares that are freely available for creating the exams. Also, I share the links. Okay, so I am sharing the links in our ClassMaker is paid version. Okay, you already tried. So in last month, as I as we can use, as we already use in our engineering colleges, it's free of course, but maybe right now they are not giving. It's possible. So for free, we have to search in Google. So in Google, always it gives new latest results. Is there any another query? Any another questions?
Hello, everybody. If anybody has any more questions, they can maybe unmute their microphone and ask. Anything else that you would like to know? Any question that has not been answered? Vishal sir, I think you can wrap it up if you are done with your presentation and nobody has any more questions, then
Okay, ma'am. Okay, so we are going to end our sessions. Also in advance, also for extra facility, I'll share how to use Google Meet, how to use Zoom. Okay, video link. So you can watch the video and learn from that how to use different technical platform for our online teaching. So all members are requested to, now we are ending our sessions. Attendance and feedback link will be shared in our WhatsApp group, and all member are again thank you all of you, and I request to all of you that please left the Google meeting.
thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm sending a attendance and feedback link in the WhatsApp group. I request everybody to fill it out by end of the day. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Vishal sir.
Okay, ma'am.